Hey everybody, it's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit. I have a small piece of foam from the Dollar Tree, the foam board, foam core, whatever you call it, and a piece of game board piece here that's actually kind of falling apart on me. Let me get a different piece that's not falling apart. That one is too. Alright, I guess we'll use that one. Alright, so what I have here is some foam core, and I was doing some measuring while I was talking on the phone, and essentially this is 3 inches by however many inches wide. I don't know, I didn't really pay attention to that part too much because I plan on cutting it off at 3 inches ish. It's 4. I'll cut it off at 4 inches. So essentially what I have is I can't think of how I want to cut today. Just a rectangle of foam core. And I want this to be 4 inches tall. And I'm just going to slap that off real quick. Wow, is that right? That seems wrong. 4 inches. Why is that off? From there to there, it's not the same 4 inches. Yeah, it is. I'm just stupid, apparently. Let's see what I did wrong here. Well, I don't know how to measure. That's the problem. Measure twice, cut once, huh? Now I have this over an inch. That side, I want this to get an inch this way. Wait, is that the 4 inch mark? How wide is this? Yeah. So what I want to do is I want to get an inch here. And an inch here. And then I want to cut this at an angle. And I want to make 2 side pieces like that. Okay. Now on my piece here, these should be 3 inches tall. So let's get a 3-inch piece. And now I'm going to start getting lazier. Three inches tall, and I want this to be about 2 inches wide. Let's go 2.5 inches. Make it a little thick. Okay. Let's get some glue. And see if we can't start a little box. Sweet. Now this piece should be already about right. It's for a top. So let's see how wide that is. It should be an inch, so let's just go an inch. Let's see what happens. And I'll just cut it a little bit over an inch, just so I have a little bit of overhang. See if everything fits. So far, so good. Okay. Oh, I didn't talk about what we're building. Okay, so I have ambitions to build a temple entrance. Or not really a temple entrance, but like a thing that holds a guardian. And we need some doors. And since this should be, in theory, pretty close. How wide is that? It is 2 3/4, so half of that is what? We'll cut that in half. All right. I want these to open like hinges and to close nice. So let's get a little piece inside here. Like that. And let's just slip it in a little bit so it's right up to the edge that goes down. All right, so to mount my doors on kind of like hinges, I think the best thing to do would be get maybe some straws or something, or some kind of metal rings or whatever you have. You see what I have. Hopefully I have some straws. Looking for straws in all the wrong places. Okay. I do have some straws here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some skizzers. And I'm going to cut these just about a 1/2 inch. I'm going to need 4 of these. And then, to mount my doors, I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. Let me think. Do I have any paper clips? I do. So, to mount the doors, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some paper clips and I'm going to snip them with my snippers. Let me do this. Okay. All right, we need to bend this sideways and around. Just like that. So it'll lock in. So let's get these on here. To mount these in place, we're just going to use something that's consistent and make a mark. I need a little bit more room down at the bottom. Going into it with no plan, that's okay. Kind of how I bang. Alright, so I'm just going to get that in place so that it's flush against the back there. We'll do the same thing here. Okay. Okay. Make sure that none of them are sticking out past the front at all. Good. And let's see if my idea is going to work. We'll stick this in here like that. Let's make another one of those. And I can't remember how I made it, so let's look at it again real quick. So this bends up like that, and then this bends across like that. All right. All right, let's see. Let's snip those off a little bit. Let's do something else too while we're here. Let's make and that won't quite fit. So to fix that, I'm just going to get a little bit of the door, the back of this, top of this door here. Let's see if that fixes it. And it does. Okay. So we got one door in place that opens and closes. Make my life a little easier. I'll do my crack work on this door first. Then come back, make my hinges. Did I make it backwards? Nope, I made it right. Okay. And I think I'm going to do this a little differently to save myself some drama. I'm going to bend it first, like that. Okay. Okay. And where's my other one? There it is. Okay. All right, so I need this to just give me a little more play over this way. Okay, there we go. All right, so the last thing we need is some kind of device that locks this into place and holds this shut when it's closed. To do that, I'm just going to get a strip of this. Actually, wood would, well, do you really want to use wood for that? Maybe. Let me think about that. Wood would do it. Okay, then we just need this piece. Well, you can use any piece, really. There's the pieces I shot all over the world. This would be ideal. Nice. Okay. Oops. All right, we'll let that cool for a second, and we'll see if that'll work as our latch. Somehow I totally screwed that up really bad. Much better. I do want to take a little bit more off of there and try it again. Okay, we'll let that cool for a moment. And this will be the cool locking device that you have to solve a puzzle to get open. Right. Now I'm just gonna give this a little bit of love. I'm not too worried about the back. I'll take the doors off and let's start painting it. So let me get some cardboard. To get started, we need a little something to mix some Mod Podge in. Let me see what I got laying around. A bunch of paint lids. I don't really want to use those. All right, here we go. What's this? It's one of these. It's got Mod Podge in it already. All right, let me grab something to scrape it. Wow, this is awesome. Okay, so to make my Mod Podge mix to paint this, the first thing I'm going to need is some black paint. It might be enough. Some Mod Podge. Oops. Probably more than I needed. Some clear glue. Probably don't need the clear glue, but I'm using it. Okay. And we do need a dab of water. Just the tiniest bit of water. Let's be super careful. Oh, that's too much. Okay. And let's get a brush that we can coat everything with. Now, one of the things we are going to do that is probably easier after this is actually done and dries, we're going to try to get this in here and then maybe try to do our flock. Actually, that's a mistake. Let's not. We'll add the flock after the fact. I usually don't like square bases for stuff like this, but it just occurred to me we can't be done just yet. Let's set this off to the side. I'll wipe this up. Can't be done just yet. I have here some foam block. And what I want to do is make some rough stone shapes. get along the sides here. So I can put it up against any kind of cliff face and it looks like it would blend in. Okay, now that it has some Princess Leia hair, it's what I wanted. I don't like the front being square. So I'm just going to half-ass round that off. Ta-da! Alright, we got our paint here. Let's get something to clean up messes on. Let's get this onto something that we can paint it on. Oh, my glue stick ran out. Now this is for a special boss fight. I would not recommend you make a bunch of stuff like this that you're not going to be using all the time. I make videos every day, so I sometimes just have to make dumb shit I may or may not have made otherwise. And that's okay. Look at that mess right on the middle finger. Somebody would have thought I was doing something bad to him. Maybe I was. I don't like to use a whole bunch of foam like this because I don't like to have to clean it up. I also don't like to have to paint it with Mod Podge. So if you're wondering why I don't do a bunch of stuff with foam, when foam's super easy to work with, it's because it's the side effects of using foam that I can't stand. I also have this weird thing where I don't like touching foam. Unfortunately, you can't really do a bunch of dirt cheap crafting without it, so it's one of those kind of get over it situations. And just to make sure everything stays in side here, that doesn't really need painted. I don't know why I did that. Just ignore me. Just be smarter than I was. You might think, oh, we don't have to paint the back. We do. have to. It'll melt. Have to paint the bottoms, have to paint the back. Sorry, dudes. Dudes and dudettes and everything else watching. Because some people don't want to be a dude or a dudette. They want to be something different. I don't claim to understand it, but I'm alright with it. I don't give a shit what people do. Do you. Be the best you can be. It's America, man. Just don't mess with other people. Do your best. Leave everybody else alone. And just love life, man. Too easy. Drink some nice cold beverages in the evening if you can. Oh yeah, you should do that a lot. That helps. Delicious. Yingling, if you're watching and you'd like to be a proud sponsor of Dungeons and Doom Biscuit, Sapporo, you'd probably be my second choice. Modelo or Dos Equis, maybe you'd be in my top 5. Yeah. Not really looking for sponsors, but if you guys were like, hey, we see you're using our product anyways, you know, quite a bit, which I would reach out, I wouldn't complain. Again, not looking for sponsors, but, you know, I'm already doing it, and you're interested. I don't know who's watching from those companies. Hopefully a bunch of people. Okay, sweet. So that's ready. And now we have to do the doors. Now for the doors, let me think of the best way to handle this. Okay. Sturdy-ish. Sturdy-ish. I got hugs and kisses for the wife and kids, and brand new slugs to kill the pigs. The neighbors don't know that tonight's the night I'm gonna drink up all the neighbors' Miller Lite. I will not drink Miller Lite. Miller Lite, do not reach out to me. Unless you have somehow improved the quality of your adult beverage significantly since the last time I gave it a shot about 20 years ago. I have not been motivated to try it again if that's any indication of my thoughts on your product. All right, so I'm going to take this and I'm just going to get a small clip. I have these around. I'm going to clip this up to my light fixture so it can kind of dry. Okay. And I'm going to find another one of my clips because I have tons of them. I don't know where they are. They could be anywhere. Oh, clips, clips, clips. I don't know where I put them. They might be in one of those drawers I need to situate still. All right, well, we're going to do the same thing anyways, like I did on that one. So I'm just going to get a little bit of glazau. And I'll look for a clip while I do some poking around. It's in one of these drawers, I'm hoping. I don't know where these clips are. They could be anywhere. Oh, where would I have thrown them? I still have not finished putting everything away since I remodeled this. There's like a giant stack of shit, and there's a couple of shelves that haven't been dealt with. Like storage units. Oh, whoa, what's that? Nope, that's not it. Nope. Alright, well, these are just gone forever, and that's okay. That's okay. I have other clips I can use, I suppose. Maybe. Shit, I thought I did. No, I don't have any clips. Can't finish the project. We're going to call it a loss. Oh no, I'm so screwed. Oh, what will I do? I have no plan. I will hang it like that off of that that thingy, paper clip. Just want everybody to know I'm running for savior of the world. So please cast your votes. Stood up to my city council about one thing. Made some comments on Facebook. Came out with some honesty that the water department wouldn't come out with. And now people are just messaging me like I'm freaking Batman or something. But I'm more like Kick-Ass, except where I can feel pain. So I'm nothing like Kick-Ass, but people can reach out to me and ask me to fix their problems. And I'm thinking to myself, why me? I tried to fight one bad injustice, and now I am being harassed. I shouldn't say harassed. That's not fair. That is not a good characterization of the people who are asking for help to say they're harassing me. But they are reaching out, and I'm slowly but surely having to say, hey, I can't fix your problems. I'm not a lawyer, and I'm not a superhero. I'm just a dude in my garage here. And for those of you that are playing the new drinking meme, yes, take a shot. I said I'm just a dude in my garage. And that's one of the words. Ha-ha! Sweet victory! Alright, so check this out, guys. The doors are going to take a while to dry. Oh, you effer. The doors are going to take a while to dry. This structure is going to take a while to dry. It's going to have to go in front of a fan. And then we'll come back and we'll paint this stuff up. And I think that this structure is going to be good. It's going to make a good vault. This can be spray painted, but I'm not done with this just yet, so there's a reason that's still out. So we want this to look kind of interesting, right? We don't want it to be a boring thing. So let's get a piece of cardstock and get started. And since I have lots of cardstock out here, we'll get a little piece of this. Let me get sharper scissors so I don't have to use foul language that makes people drink. So I'm just going to get a piece of that. That about the same length should be good. I'm going to start it there. Okay. Then I'm going to fold that over just like that. Okay. That's okay if it's a little bit past the edge. It'll be all right. Do the same thing here. Push it up a little bit. Fold it over. Just like that. Okay. All right. Then I'm just going to snip this little bit off. Snip this little bit off. And let's think about how we can make this look pretty and like a puzzle. Also, I'd like some skulls on it. Thinking of how I can make it look pretty and like a puzzle, I guess. Oh, that one's broken. I have these little like plastic. I can put these gems on it after it's done and they're clear and beautiful. Or crystal beautiful, like, I don't know how to call it. English words hard. Help. I have this little skull thing that I don't know what it came from. I had more of them. They're gone. And this could be a nice addition, like a warning, like, hey, don't open this. And I kind of want some skulls on the sides. Let's see if I can snip these without ruining them. These are just skull beads. I had a ton of these. I had like a whole bag of these things. I'm alive. I'm okay. Pretty close. So it can be done. We just have to make good choices. Okay. The best way to attach that, I suppose, would be a dab of glue. A dab of glue. Like that. It's kind of a fat dab of glue. Okay, I'm going to move that around and kind of get it towards the front a little bit. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay. And then I'm just going to fill in the top of those beads with a little hot glue and drag it around to make it smooth. Like that. And then this will get spray painted black because you don't need to do this in the Mod Podge. I mean, you really just, it'd be too much of a pain in the butt to even think that's the plan. Where's my blowtorch? I mean, my air burning hand spell. So there's the latch that holds it shut. Here's some extra skull pieces. And here is the gateway. If this dries, you could hit it with spray paint and it would probably be fine at this point. I don't know if you need to. I might, because I like the darker black kind of look. And I think it would look good. We'll see, though. I haven't decided yet. Hey, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell icon, and all the happy crappy that helps the channel grow. Burn off some excess foam while you're at it. Oh, you could try it quick like that. We're not going to play that game. I'm going to start a fire. All right. Leave a comment. Let's do that. It helps the algorithm, I guess. Thumbs up. Woo! And check out the website, www.dungeonswag.com, for a dungeon near you. No, I'm just kidding. And we'll send you some miniatures if you send us some money. That's how we do that. It's a pretty good deal. There's a discount code, 25% off your first month, in the description. Check out our Discord. There's currently a really fun competition going on that I'm waiting for everyone's results at the end of the month, so you still have time to get involved and be part of it. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.